What's up, guys? Back for another Rangers post-game video.
Yeah.
And again, Rangers come back home. What a goal. What a game. What a time. Yes, and you point to the score. Rangers win this game 3-2 against the Montreal Canadiens. Second meeting of the season between these two guys. I think the Rangers had the first game against the Capitals, and I think their second game actually was against Montreal, where they would get that game, I think. I don't remember. It's a long time ago. But we'll talk about this one real quick. So we'll start it out here. Sammy Blais, obviously, we've talked about all this stuff. We made videos about it. We talked about it in the stream. Sammy Blais out for like the entire season. Philip Hedl back in the lineup, though.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Hedl, he did not score a goal.
He almost did.
He almost did it on like numerous occasions, honestly. I think Philip Hedl's best period was the first period. He had like back-to-back chances on Caden Primo.
Yeah.
Caden Primo, a young new goalie in here for the Montreal Canadiens. He's this was his 7th game in a 2-year stint of being in the NHL, which I imagine is traveling between, farm teams up and down from the NHL. He was good in the first.
He was.
He was so good in the first.
I was impressed that the Rangers even scored a goal in the first, but they were taking a lot of shots on him. Rangers were looking good, really taking a lot of shots on him, and he was just making a ton of saves, and it was crazy.
He really was.
Yeah.
He really was. The Rangers came out peppering Primo in the first. It came down to a play between Strome, Kakko, and Panarin, and Panarin would somehow get the pass from Ryan Strome. No, I'm talking about the second goal. The first goal was a Kakko all the way. Kakko scored the first goal of this game, which was amazing. Panarin scored the second goal. So amazing goal from Kakko in the beginning. And it's nice to see him get his second goal.
Yeah.
He's officially on a goal-scoring streak.
Yeah.
And thank goodness he's starting to come alive here, because there was so much discussion on, man, this guy sucks. Let's get rid of him. You know how it gets when somebody isn't producing.
Yeah. And we kind of thought it too, that he really needed to get a goal under his belt to get his confidence boosted up. And the way he's been playing the past few games, it's really showing he, was coming alive, and he just couldn't get a goal to score. And his goal was like disallowed. And now finally, last game and this game, he is scoring. He is showing up.
Yes, and that was the play where it was Panarin had the shot. It was blocked. He found the puck. It somehow came back to him, and he found a wide open Kakko right in the low slot for the first goal for the Rangers. And it's like, yes, here we go. Here we go. And it was late. It was late in the first, I think. And then here we go into the second. Fortunately, Montreal will tie this game up.
Yes.
On a goal by Christian Dvorak. It was kind of a greasy goal. It was like a scramble behind the net. Like he came around on a wraparound. Igor tried to move to the post, and it just squeaked over his shoulder.
It really just squeaked right in there.
It was a rough one. It was a rough one. And again, I thought maybe that should have been on that Shesterkin stops. Just judging by how he's played this season and last season, like, it's kind of one you want back. It's kind of one you want back.
I thought it was a rough one. I thought it was a rough one. I wasn't too disappointed. I think I've seen a couple, like even the past, not last game because he didn't play, but the game before that, goals that Igor should have stopped.
Yeah.
This one was tough. This one was just like amazing. It was like lucky that it got in there.
It's funny that you bring that up, because his goals against have gone up a lot from his first couple starts to his last couple of starts. So there's been a different kind of shift in Igor's play. And I don't want to address it now until it gets, you just don't want to see that. You don't want to see that.
No.
Obviously, you're not going to hold a fucking 0.98 goals against average the entire season. But now it went up to like 2. 2
It's a
something.
big jump.
So yeah, it's a big jump.
Yeah.
It's a big jump. So we get into the second. The Canadians tied up. And who's scored the second goal?
Gauthier.
Gauthier.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Gauthier
Kreider.
scored the third.
Kreider with
on
his
a-
12th. Right?
Yes, yeah. Montreal putting on the pressure really quick in the second, and then just a great rush down the ice. A 3-on-2 chance by the Rangers. Zibanejad, who even had a guy lingering,
Right.
in the slot on a 3-on-2, decides to saucer pass it over to Kreider. Kreider right on the tape. Puts it in. No chance for Primo. That would give the Rangers a 2-1 lead. And then right after that, Gauthier would score in the third. I think it was it was in the second. It was still later in the second. Would score. And what a goal by him, too, man. It was a play behind the net where Gauthier stick lifted or stick poke checked, got the puck right in the low slot, took it right back from the defenseman, and falling down, backhander right over Primo's shoulders to put the Rangers up 3-1.
Yeah.
But then the Canadians would come down and score literally like 20 seconds
Immediately.
later.
So excited for Gauthier. I think it was
Yes.
his first goal,
First
right?
goal.
So it was like such an exciting moment, and he didn't even have time to enjoy it. And just very shortly after, they tied it up. And it was just, still glad that he got the goal, but it would have been nice to have more time to digest it and enjoy it.
Exactly. Like, I feel like the fact that the Canadians scored a goal like right after that, it was such a great goal through by him. I mean, it was a hard man's working kind of goal. Like, behind the net, takes it back, falling down, backhander, over the shoulder of Primo to give the Rangers a 2-goal lead. But like right after that, like we said, the Canadians would score.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was just all about shutdown defense for the Rangers.
Yeah.
The Canadians would pull the goalie, obviously, late in the game. But then emotions started running high. Oh, and also before this, Reeves got into a fight.
Yeah, the first fight of the season.
Reeves got into a fight, and he didn't even want to fight. I forgot. Does his name start Perlizzi or something from Canadians? I forgot his name. He dropped the gloves, and Reeves is kind of like, yo, you really want to do this? You really want to do this? Drops his glove, and Reeves just beat the bricks off of this kid.
Yeah. Some kid with curly hair and a mustache.
Yeah, he's Gallagher.
Yeah, it wasn't Gallagher on the team.
Not Gallagher
he
from
looks
the team.
like Gallagher, the comedian
Gallagher
from like
from
the 80s.
Watermelon guy.
Yes,
I forgot Brendan Gallagher was on the team.
I don't think it was the same person. No, but
No,
we're
it wasn't
referencing
the
a comedian.
Yeah.
And afterwards, Reeves would do a little, like, he was very amped up about it. Afterwards. It was great. He did this, to the crowd, which in my mind I like to picture like Hulk Hogan.
Yes, yeah.
But so that was great to see. He really,
Yeah, he beat the hell out of him.
Yeah.
I think I counted like 15 rights on him.
That's what you get.
That's what you get, and again, Reeves didn't want anything to do with it. I think he was like, this is a younger kid. He was like, really, you want to do this, dude?
Yep.
Like, you really want to do this?
Yep.
And the kid was probably trying to, hey, here we go. He didn't like the hit. I thought Reeves might have started the fight because, let's get the crowd going.
Mm-hmm.
But then after watching the replay, Reeves put a hit on him.
Yeah.
And this kid didn't take too kindly to it. And now he's probably not going to take too kindly to the amount of ice he's going to have to use on his head.
Oh my God.
So, then after that...
That's when the goal scored. Is that what you're going to say?
Right after the Reeves fight, the goal was scored.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that's a good time to utilize a fight with Reeves because that's when I think it was Gauthier would score that goal. So
It amped everybody up.
yeah, everybody's
Everyone
amped up.
excited. Yeah.
So then we'll get into the third period here. Unfortunately, after the Gauthier goal, another Canadian would score. So it was a 3-2 lead the Rangers were holding on to, and it's like, God damn, are they really going to do this again?
Yeah.
This team has had a hard time holding on to leads.
Yeah.
We saw that in the Devils game on Sunday, when again they were up 3-2, and somehow the Devils found a way to score to make it 3-3. Thank God they would win it in the shootout. Here we are, 3-1. They score 20 seconds later. It's like, oh my God, they're going to score another one to tie it up.
Right.
Fortunately, they would not.
Yes. Even after pulling the goalie, I think it was like a minute 45 left. I think they did a little less than 2 minutes, which I would have thought.
And after they pulled the goalie, another fight would happen.
Yeah.
And it was all on the emotions of the Canadians. And they would end up, the Rangers ended up getting a power play out of that.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think it's because it was the frustration was, kind of seeping over for the Canadians where they started making dumb decisions right there, especially with a power play in the last, couple
27 seconds,
yeah, exactly.
I think. Yeah.
You don't have any chance to win the game. Yes, you could maybe take a shorthanded run, but...
Yeah. Any chance that you had with pulling the goalie is now out the window.
Out the window,
yeah.
Exactly. I mean, you pull the goalie with 27 seconds left, that's fine, but you're still pulling the goalie, you're still 5-on-5.
Right.
So, Rangers would come out of this one with a win.
Yeah.
And 4 in a row here for New York.
That's great.
As they continue to find ways to win games.
10-3-3. Made into the double digits win column.
Yes.
And I believe we were told that we haven't looked at yet, they're in first place in the division.
Yes, they're either in first or definitely tied for first in the Metro. So, again, Kakko, good game I thought for him. Kreider continues to shine. Zibanejad and Panarin had points on the board for assists. Hedl, his return, I thought he played a very strong half a game.
Yeah.
And that's where we stand here. So after even losing Sammy Blais, this team still figured out a way to win.
Yeah.
Who I think is a huge asset to this team, and now that he's out, this team will have to continue to figure out ways to win games without him.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I'll leave it at that. Unless you got anything to add.
Nope, that's it. We'll be back Thursday.
Thursday
7 p.m.
night, 7 p.m. Next Rangers game. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for everybody on the stream
Thanks for
tonight.
all
The
the
support has been
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And let's go Rangers.
Let's go Rangers!
Peace out, guys.
Bye.